Hey guys, welcome back. This is Steins episode 3. We'll continue on, and last we were at this point, they were still at the seminar discussing the paper and science that was Kurisu's and would lead to time travel in the future. Basically, taking the analog memories in one's brain and transferring into a external digital capacity. So if the brain got atrophied or wasn't functional for whatever reason, age or accident, it would still be useful and it could still be used to make the person as functional as possible. In the end, we hope to make memory data stored on your PC constantly accessible via the hippocampal gyrus.
そうすれば脳機能が失われた状態、例えば脳が激しく損傷したり萎縮してしまった場合などですが、そのような状態でも変わらず脳機能を維持できます。あたかも外部ストレージと同じように。
A strange feeling gripped the hall. Part of it was shock and the feeling that they were witnessing the announcement of incredible technology. Part of it was skepticism, that a system like this could ever actually work. Part of it was revulsion at the idea of playing around with the human brain like God would, and excitement born of all these things passed from one member of the crowd to another. Dr. Leskinen raised his hand to encourage questioners.
どうやら2つ目のプロジェクトをお話しする前に質問を受け付けないといけないようですね。
I know I was complaining about the voice actor for Leskinen, and it's one of the better Japanese English speakers that I've met or had the opportunity to listen to, but still find it odd that they decided to garble the audio quality coming from him. It sounds like it's coming out from a broken transistor. Like, I don't know why they had to tune it like that. I don't know what kind of effect they're going for. It looks like I need to take questions before we move on. If we move on to the next project, okay?
I'll answer as many as I can. Go ahead.
できる範囲でお答えします。
Like it was sped
どう
up.
ぞ。
Like it was sped up. Like 1.25 or 1.5. I'll answer anything I can, go ahead. Many hands were raised. I could tell that there was a wide range of people interested, both young and old were raising their hands. Dr. Leskinen pointed to a questioner. This was the first question. Sampling would be required when digitizing analog memories. Does that mean any information would be lost? The professor nodded as he listened to the question in Japanese and began to respond in English when the speaker finished. Maybe he was able to understand Japanese, if not speak it.
Let me reflect
そ
that.
の質問を言い換えると、
You're talking about attempting to
オーケストラの生
orchestral
演奏を
performance and how you
ワブ
can
のデータ
navigate
に保存する際、
the best loss
生演
performance
奏のすべてを完璧に記録することはできないと。
That's certainly a concern. In
確か
fact,
に
it's one
そ
of
の
the
懸念はあり
most
ます。
pressing issues our
現
research
在
is
の研究で
addressing right now.
最も困難な問題の一つです。
Now, if the intercerebral network
脳
is
内の
simple
ネットワークが
on-off states for
神経伝
neurotransmitters
達物質
like
の
memory
オ
data,
ンオフだけ
it
で
would be easy.
つまり二進数的にデータのやり取りをしているのであれば簡単な問題でした。
After all, that's
そ
how
れ
our
は
computer deals
デジタ
with
ル
it.
データと同じことだからです。
Unfortunately, intercerebral
しかし
transmission
実際には
substances and signals are
伝
much
達
more
物質や
analog
電
than
気
they
信
are
号
digital.
は脳内でアナログ的に変化することが分かっています。
So at present, the best
この
solution
問題
is
に関しては
simply to store data
今の
at
と
the
ころ
highest possible
より
sampling
高い
rate.
サンプリングレートでデータをサンプルする方法しか手段を持っていません。
In musical teams, you could
音
say
楽の話で言えば
something at 48
44.1kHz よりも 48kHz よりも 96kHz でサンプリングする といった具合です。
It's still digital data, of course,
それによっ
but
て
the information we
デ
are
ジタルで
gathering
あり
is
ながら
as close as
アナ
possible
ログ
to
デ
the
ータに
analog
近い
signal.
情報を得ようとしています。
Little by little, the mood in the room was turning to disappointment. People were beginning to wonder if this was just a pretty theory that wouldn't work in reality. More questions came. All of the questioners were skeptical of the professor's theory, and many of them seemed to be outright challenging him. I started to get upset. This was Dr. Leskinen's research, but it was also Karisu's. I knew better than anyone that it worked, and the sight of so many people refusing to give it a chance infuriated me. Were these people really scientists? I mean, scientists have to be skeptical, but downright denial just because it doesn't seem to fit your mental landscape, not appropriate. But if it's a actual question trying to understand the material better and maybe even guide the research in a certain way, that's fine. But to say it's impossible, or to say, unlikely, trying to suppress the morale of the researchers, I find that to be underhanded, if not downright wrong. I tried to keep myself under control and look back towards the podium. Was she mad? She certainly looked disappointed. Dr. Leskinen was very polite with the rude questioners, acknowledging the problems with the theory. She was very different. Her anger was starting to seep into her interpreting too. I felt a kind of kinship with her. The question and answer session continued.
そもそもこれは医学的に無謀でしょう。デジタルデータを脳に書き戻すなんて絶対に不可能だ。正気の沙汰ではない。サイエンス誌に掲載されたあの論文も読みましたが、にわかには信じられない。
信じられない。
ましてや、筆頭著者が若干17歳の女性だったとあっては。
17歳女性。I mean, it's Kurisu. Uh-oh, Rintaro is about to do something. That was the one thing I couldn't ignore.
あなたね。
あなたね。You get him, Phoenix, right? Objection. Nane. The two people on the stage and the entire audience all turned toward me at once. How do you know it won't?
やってみもしないで何がわかるって言うんだ。最初は無理だと思われてた技術なんてこの世にいくらでもあるじゃないか。でもそれを克服した研究者がいたからこそ今があるんだろう。ただ批判するだけじゃ何も生まれない。
あなた。
On the stage, Maho Hyajiro was staring at me in shock. And as for Dr. Leskinen, I saw a flash of white teeth as our eyes met. Ha ha ha, how do you know me?
Awesome. He's wearing something.
He sounds like a fucking robot. Awesome, he's wearing something. Again, it's not because the voice actor, it's because they sped up his speaking. They sped it up. I like his personality, but he's definitely an android of some point. He's Android 17 or 18. That just makes this things embarrassing. Well, he shouldn't have stood up if he didn't want to be embarrassed.
素晴らしい。彼はなかなか大したやつだ。ですって。
Now, fine, maybe it's possible.
Nonetheless, a scientist must
ただ
always
し
remain composed.
科学者たるもの常に冷静でなければいけない。
Agreed. But passion should not be undermined. As long as you're peaceful.
The only time when it is
大
possible
声で
to
怒鳴って
shout
いい
is
のは
when your
実
experiment
験が
is a
成功
success
した
and you
時
say,
の
"We did it,"
Eureka!
We did it.
and that should be enough.
それだけで十分だそうですよ。
すみません。
I lowered my head and sat down. I thought I was calm, but I guess I let my emotions get away from me. I hadn't grown up at all in the past 6 months. If Carissa was here, she would make fun of me again. I could feel the rest of the audience staring at me coldly. It hurt. If I could have left, I would have wanted to, but I was too interested in hearing the rest of Dr. Leskinen's talk to move.
And anyway, moving on.
それでは皆さん、そろそろ次に。
Oh, first, a round of applause,
でも、
please, for our
その
great
前
friend.
に勇敢な彼に拍手をお願いします。
No, you're just singling me out now. You don't have to do that. 'Cause that's just making it it's just making it really weird all of a sudden. Unless you're trying to take the sting away, you're forcing the audience to warm up to me by questioning them. It's a bold move. Maybe they see something that I don't. But first, how about a round of applause for our brave audience member? Oh no, please no.
Men like him are what drives
彼のような
scientific
挑戦
progress
者
and
こそが
end up the
科学を
world's
進歩させ
remarkable race.
あっと驚くような理論を作り上げるのです。
There were a bajillion people challenging you before. He was the only guy who was supporting you. Okay, fine, I'll take the claps. Challengers like him are the ones who advance science and come up with the really amazing theories.
He may even become the third
彼なら
Einstein.
きっと第3のアインシュタインになれるかもしれませんね。
Okay, now it sounds like you're being sarcastic.
The second Einstein, of course,
ち
would
な
be
み
my
に
slightly
第2の
frustrated
アインシュ
assistant.
タインはここにいるちょっと小うるさい私の助手。
He's taking shots everywhere.
変なこと言うのはやめてください教授。さてここで私はしばらく通訳をお休みさせていただきます。
Now then, I'm going to take a break from interpreting.
これから私よりも優秀な通訳が登場します。これが私たちのチームが今最も力を入れている2つ目のプロジェクト、アマデウスシステムです。
And then I heard a voice.
皆さん初めてお目にかかります。ちなみにこれは映画などで有名なドリンクワークススタジオに作成してもらったモデルです。
Okay, so that's a play on DreamWorks.
声については私のボイスサンプルをデータベースにして日本の山名が作ってくれました。私は冷や城真帆です。正確に言うなら78時間22分前の冷や城真帆から派生した存在ということになります。
If you listen carefully, you might be able to hear something slightly off. But it sounded far more human than any artificial voice that I'd ever heard.
先ほどから皆さんの質問を聞かせていただいていました。教授はどうして私を早く紹介しないのかと とてももどかしく思っていましたよ。
Personality and everything.
以前から感じていましたが、どうも教授は人が悪いようですね。
Wow.
まったくだわ。
The rest of the audience didn't seem to have any more of a clue than I did.
皆さんの多くは疑問に思っています。人間の記憶をデータとして取り出したり、それを保存したり、さらにはそのデータを活用したり、そんなことが本当に可能なのかと。それでは私は一体何でしょうか。私は78時間23分前のヒア城真帆の脳内から取り出された記憶を持ち、そのデータをベースにして動いているのです。教授、今のは。教授、今の発言はセクシャルハラスメントとして大学に訴えてもいいでしょうか。
That is so weird. The real Maho sighed and took back the microphone.
教授はですね、私に対して、いえ、私の記憶で動作しているこのアマデウスに対して質問に答えてごらんと言いました。いつ頃までパパとお風呂に入っていたかとか。
What is going on now?
初恋はいつだったかとか、何でも答えられるだろうと。
I don't see how that would be acceptable. But for the point of view of this game, I guess it serves its purpose.
ああ、もうそれ以上通訳しなくていいわ。恥ずかしいからやめてくれないかしら。私はそういう質問には一切答えないわよ。クレジットカードの番号なんてもっと言えません。あと1週間前に着ていたパジャマの色なんて覚えてるわけないです。
Christ. It felt very different than a typical AI, I could tell that much. It wasn't answering the questions it was given, not because they were embarrassing. It was programmed to respond like that to certain questions for the purpose of this demonstration. It was possible that's all it was, but if that conversation wasn't programmed in advance, the rest of the crowd seemed to reach the same conclusion I did, and the whisperers started to turn to surprise.
ねえ、ちょっといい加減このいたずらな子供を何とかしてくれないかしら。何をしたいのか理解はできるけど、とにかく恥ずかしいわ。いたずらな子供ではなく、レスキネン教授が面白がってなかなか説明してくれないので、代わりに私がお話しします。皆さん、もうお分かりかと思いますが、アマデウスは自分が話していいこととそうでないこと、あるいは話したいことと話したくないことを自ら判断して喋っています。私たちはアマデウスにそういったプログラムを一切施していません。彼女は与えられた私の記憶からそれを独自に判断し、自律的にそういう行動をとっているのです。 そしてこれは先ほどの医療分野への応用とは方向性が真逆になってしまい、研究所内でもずっと議論が交わされていることですが、私は不必要な情報をいつの間にか忘れてしまうというか、記憶の引き出しから出してこられなくなるのです。皆さんと同じようにです。例えば1週間前に着ていたパジャマの色、確かにそれを知っていたはずなのに今は思い出せません。そのような情報は生存していく上で必要がないからです。これも皆さんと同じです。このようにアマデウスは記憶のインプットやアウトプットが人間のそれと非常に近いのです。これは私たちも驚くべき結果として研究を重ねている最中で、まだ詳しくは解明されていません。さらに私たちを驚かせたのは、アマデウスが意図して嘘をつくということ。何らかのトラブルやミスではなく、わざとそうするのです。嘘は人間が他人とコミュニケーションを取る上での一つの手法です。アマデウスもインプットされた記憶を自律的に検討し、必要であれば自分や他人のために平気で嘘をつきます。教授、誤解を招くような言い方はやめてください。嘘をつくのに平気なことなんてありません。私だって両親が咎めます。
I'm so sorry, Anne.
What the? Mao didn't seem especially surprised by this. Maybe she knew the reason. But the moment passed and the professor continued, and Maho translated his words like there was nothing shocking about them at all.
This has led us to some
こ
interesting
のような検証を続けていくことで、最終的に私たちは
For one, we believe it's possible for
アマデウス
Amadeus
に
to eventually
人
possess
間
a
と同様の魂を宿すことができるのではないか
What do you mean by
と
a
考
soul?
えています。
A definite personality? As human-like as possible? How stunned a soul? Should one of the leading brain scientists in the world really be using a word with such a vague definition?
In other words, true
これこ
artificial
そ
intelligence.
本当の意味での人工知能ということになります。
The whole hall got very quiet, and it was sheer chaos for a while after that, as everyone tried to debate their own personal theories with Dr. Leskinen at once. You gotta put the chaos, like a chaos sound effect. It's thanks to Izaki that I was able to get into the reception held after the ATF was over. They told me there was a dress code, so I went all the way back to my parents' house to get a suit to change into. At first, all that effort paid off as Izaki introduced me to some of the country's top researchers. Riken Jaxa Imus, etc. Who's trying to call me? I can't believe you get to go to a fancy party, die in a fire, Mr. Fancy Pants. All the food here looks so good. Bring me back a doggy bag. Hell no, I can't do that. You can do what you set your mind to. There's no limit but the vast blue sky. I can come get it right now if you want me to. Are you that hungry? Fine, okay, I'll get you something. But I refuse. What is going on? What is going on? Jesus. But before long, Izaki ran off to suck up to some university professor, and I was left completely abandoned. My own personal target, Dr. Leskinen, was surrounded by a bunch of famous scientists. It didn't feel like a mere student would be awesome. Welcome. And so all I did was stand around and eat from the buffet by the wall. To be honest, I couldn't tell if the food was any good or not. Whenever my glass got empty, a smiling waiter was always around to fill it up again. And so I found myself drinking more than I intended. My stomach was already so full it hurt. The whole place felt like it was another world.
やっぱりこういうのには向かないわ。
Oh no. It's Moeka. No, it's Kurisu. No.
あなた
Didn't we just have this conversation? She's not middle school? She's 21? She's wearing this exact same outfit she'd been wearing during the lecture. A lab coat in a place like this. That's just what the old me would have done.
あなたは
なんで白衣なんです？
ちゃんとした服も持ってきたつもりだったのよ。
Interesting you'd say that.
あなた昼間受付にいた人ね。
岡部倫太郎です。
Woke up.
東京電機大学の学生で伊崎ゼミで勉強してます。
いいわ、無理に丁寧に話さなくても。珍しい名前でしょ、私。
I guess.
え、ああ、誰も読めないとか言ってたっけ？
Probably because of how people kept screwing it up that she had to put her name or the pronunciation in large letters.
沖縄ではよくある名字なんだけれどね。
I wonder if they do that in Japan, put pronunciation in it so people know, don't struggle.
沖縄出身なのか？
曽祖父と曽祖母がね、移民なのよ。私はアメリカ生まれのアメリカ育ち。
You have no accent.
ハーフにはあんまり見えないな。クォーター。
外れ。祖父、祖母、父、母、すべて日本人よ。DNA は生粋のジャパニーズ。
Nope. My grandma, mom, and dad were all Japanese. My DNA is purely Japanese. It's a weird thing to have to specify. Alright. This is where we're going to stop for right now. We're at the 30-minute mark. We'll continue probably later in the day. But thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I will catch you later. Bye-bye.